People take part in the Lord's table thinking that some type of blessing will come to them if they take part. That's not much different from the Roman Catholic understanding that it is the body and blood of Christ. So what I want to share with you is we must take part with understanding. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 28. 1 Corinthians 11:28 says, "Let a person examine himself, and then eat the bread and drink the cup." There is no blessing in this. The blessing comes if you examine yourself and judge yourself. But if you don't judge yourself, verse 29, there's a warning. Then you can eat and drink judgment to yourself. It's quite a serious word that instead of being it's not that if it's either a blessing or nothing. No, it's either a blessing or judgment. There are two things. If it were a blessing or nothing, okay, then we don't lose anything. Okay, you didn't get the blessing. But here, it says here, if it's not a blessing, it's judgment. Judgment means you did not judge yourself before you took part. And then it says in verse 30, the judgment will be that you can become weak, or you can become sick, or you can die. Weakness, sickness, death. Those are not my words. Verse 30. That is a judgment that comes on people who take the Lord's table lightly. So don't take it lightly. First of all, in the cross there are two arms. Vertical, our relationship with God. Horizontal, our relationship with one another. Examine yourself in both, because this is a symbol of the Lord's death, and we examine ourselves in our vertical relationship with God. That's the first thing. Is your conscience clear between you and God today? As far as you know, I'm not asking whether you got victory over sin. You can take part in the breaking of bread even if you don't have victory over sin. If you've kept your conscience clear, that means you've confessed everything that you know to be sin in your life. You've asked forgiveness from those whom you hurt, and you've set right what you did wrong, or you're attempting to set right what you did wrong, even if it takes time to set it right. That is the vertical direction. God speaks in the conscience. I would urge you in your own interest not to take part if your conscience is not clear.